Oh, sorry. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool.
And I got your shrimp, and I got your salmon.
Ligers are the biggest anomaly in the cat world. We're here with my favorite big cat in the world, the infamous Jaguar.
You little pobrecito. Isn't he lovely?
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to my wildlife. I'm actually in a different spot today with one of the most endangered cats in the world. This is the most, oh, watch out. Cat might spray. Ooh. This is the most endangered big cat species in the world, not the most endangered cat species in general. This is the Amur leopard. They're from Russia and they're from China. And these beautiful cats will not just come in this gorgeous coloration of spotted and beige with white, but they also come melanistic, all black, like the African leopards, like the jaguars from Central and South America. How sick is that? He's a little shy. He doesn't know me too well. We've been given special access here at the zoo, ZWF, Zoological Wildlife Foundation, right here in Miami. And we're gonna go feed some of the rarest cats in the world, starting with the Amur leopard. Did you want to eat alone? I got more food for you. You want a little piece? Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. I got the chance to work with Amur leopards over at McCarthy's Wildlife Sanctuary. So this is my second time ever being around an Amur leopard up close. And to think these guys are in secluded areas, high up in the mountains, high elevation of China and Russia, right? Oh, sorry, duh. Ladies, how's it going? We got some beautiful lionesses right here, white lions, and we'll give them some food. So you want some food? And I know you guys are probably wondering, where are my lions? They're doing great. They're over at their new facility. I just saw them not long ago. I'll actually put in a photo right there. That's how my lions are doing. They're getting nice and big. And they belong to my buddy now, so they're living a nice life over there. Look at this, look at this. Oh, don't you just love the sounds of the big cats? Nothing is more intimidating than having a full-grown lion growl at you through a fence. Imagine if the fence wasn't there. We're gonna feed all these ladies right here. Let's give her some food too. They're locked out. A lockout is necessary for cleaning the exhibit, separating animals for medical attention, whatnot. So we actually have the male over here. Ooh, Max. Ooh, look at this. It's okay, buddy. Look at that. Male African lion. How crazy is that? You gotta love the sounds of a big cat. Remember that one time I had a lion? Look at that. Gotta be super careful. Even through the fencing like this, you can get your finger pulled off. And there's actually situations where people have been grabbed through feeding slots. This was a long time ago. There was a situation where somebody was grabbed through a feeding slot about, what are you doing? Oh, you want some more. I'm sorry. Look, up here. Max. I got you, dude. I got you. So, a long time ago, somebody working with a big cat, and there's a lockout, a little feeding slot area too. And in that little feeding slot area, they were grabbed by a paw, and they were ripped through a gap this big. Unfortunately, that person did pass away. So that just shows you, even though there's enclosure fencing, there's all this great stuff to make it nice and safe, you have to have situational awareness when working with big cats. One little mistake and a little gap like that, you can get ripped right through it. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Want some more? There you go, buddy. I got plenty of chicken for everyone. I actually got like 3 buckets of whole chickens, quarters, all this stuff to donate today so we can feed all the cats and have some fun. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Hey, camera guy. He only likes me. I have the chicken, not you. There you go. We're best friends now. Not you. Big male African lion. The second largest naturally occurring cat in the wild, where tiger is number 1, and then the unnatural cat in the world is the liger, a mix between a lion and a tiger. Even though there's been apparently some rare occasions where they breed in the wild. Oi! Oh, I'm sorry.
You little pobrecito.
And lions are the only big cats to work together to take down their prey, whereas jaguars are solitary, taking out caiman and capybaras out in the wild. Cheetahs work in small family groups, but they're not considered big cats. These are the true big cats. Our lions, our tigers, our leopards, and our jaguars. And technically, I guess you could say the liger is a big cat too, even though it's not really something that happens naturally all the time. Ooh, gotta watch out for those fangs. Let's go feed a liger. Throw it in half, it'll be easier. There we go. Enjoy, Max.
Isn't he lovely?
Let's go feed his girlfriends. So anyways, these are lockouts for the females. Also that Liger male over there. We're gonna be giving these guys whole chickens, but obviously through the fence so we can talk about them a little bit. We're feeding them some smaller pieces. She's eating some food, but check this out. We've got a Liger right here. So like I said, this is a lockout area. He doesn't live here. He gets the whole enclosure. And Ligers are the biggest anomaly in the cat world. Ooh, I'm sorry, I'm giving it to you. Relax, you want to know chicken wing? The only other Liger I got the opportunity to work with was actually Lilu at McCarthy's Wildlife Sanctuary. And just about every Liger that I've interacted with has been a sweetheart. He's just upset because this one over here is probably trying to take the food. He doesn't know what to think. So the truth is, Ligers are like big Labradors, but obviously they're extremely dangerous. You want that little nibble? That's a big cat. And of course, we have one of my favorite animals in the world, the very quiet, the very cute Asian small-clawed river otters.
And I got you shrimp, and I got you salmon. Oh, there we go. Some shrimp. Yes.
Oh my God, look how happy he is.
Oh, I love shrimp.
Wait until you guys eat some salmon. Ooh, we got a nice center cut of salmon. Nice and rich, full of yummy oils. You want it? I know Kaido loves it.
Ooh, look how he plays with his hands. I love little baby. Oh, they love the fish.
Asian small-clawed river otters, world's smallest otter. Out of all 13 species, the biggest one is the giant Amazon river otter, which unfortunately, they're not here. But at least we get to enjoy my favorite, the Asian small-claweds. We're gonna put some more shrimp in here for them. And that should be plenty of food for the day. This is just their little lockout. They have a nice big pool behind me in their main enclosure. And they are very happy. I think I'll give the rest of this to something else. But something really cool is there's a crocodile here that came from Aries Mistoothy. Let's go feed him. So Aries Mistoothy probably produced this crocodile about 6 years ago or so. A little bit on the thick side. Not gonna trust this croc though, because I didn't raise it. But this is a 75% Cuban crocodile, with the rest being Nile crocodile. Because Aries is half Cuban, half Nile, and Mistoothy is a purebred Cuban croc, which is why eventually we want to split them up so we can breed pure Cuban crocs. And even though these hybrids are beautiful, we want to breed critically endangered crocs purebred. So it's good to see one of Mistoothy's and Aries babies thriving, getting nice and big. I don't want to feed them too much because we have some cooler days coming up in the next week. So we're going to leave this croc alone and go see how the other big cats are doing. We got Bashkar. He's a beautiful tabby tiger. And this is actually a naturally occurring color morph. So there's actually whole families of tabby tigers that live out in the wild of India. You want that?
Oh, get that right in there.
Oh, pull it right through the slot. There we go. Let's make this bird fly. That. There we go. Want a little drumstick? Beautiful white tiger. Ooh. White tigers are incredible. The first ever white tigers were wild specimens found out in India. That's the thing that people don't realize. All the morphs are not created in a lab. There's one animal found in the wild, or maybe two or several, and they start to breed them to have them more in captivity. But every morph starts out in the wild, just like that white king cobra that I almost got. It's an animal that was found in a village. So once in a while, white tiger pops out in the wild, albino alligator, leucistic alligator, stuff like that always happens. But it's very, very rare. Such a beautiful tiger. And this is a female, so she's not gonna be nearly as big as a full-grown male. The biggest tigers are the Siberian tigers, and they get so freaking big, they look like they have a hunchback. They look gigantic, and they hold grudges. You can look up some crazy videos and stories of Siberian tigers tracking down people who have tried to kill them and getting their revenge. Not to say at the end of the day, these wild animals just want to be left to their own devices and doing their thing.
I guess I'll throw another chuck.
Oh, watch out. Scared her a little bit. I'm sorry, Mama. Enjoy.
Good kitty.
Is that a dire wolf? Guys, we're here with my favorite big cat in the world, the infamous Jaguar. Look at that. This is an old black melanistic jaguar. This is a naturally occurring. Oh, come back. He's walking away. That was one of many treats I have for you. Anyways, jaguar, native to Central, South America, and believe it or not, North America. Ever since I was a little kid, there'd be stragglers from Mexico walking up to Arizona into the United States. Everyone would always say, oh, it's just a single male. There's no breeding of any of them. Now there's been couples, pairs spotted crossing the roads in Arizona. So we have jaguars in the United States. How awesome is that? They are a threatened species. And some people might think like, oh, well, why don't you keep them in Central and South America? We don't need them here in America. But guess what? Here in Florida, we actually have one of the largest fossil records of jaguars anywhere in the world. So believe it or not, about 7,000 years ago, there were jaguars wandering around what is now Miami. My favorite cat in the world. Strongest pound for pound when it comes to bite. They might not have the biggest they might not have the biggest fangs, but the jaw pressure is so immense to the point where they don't even go for the neck when they attack. They actually go for the skull and crush. And they hunt one of my favorite animals in the world, the caiman. What's insane about big cats is they actually have special nerves in their fangs that allow them to detect the pulse of an artery. So they can locate exactly where it is, puncture it, and stop that animal from living. And they know exactly when it's dead and ready to eat. More so with the lions, the tigers, the leopards, all those different big cats. These guys really just go for the skull and crush, which is why I love them so much. They're my favorite big cats in the world, and maybe one day I will have a jaguar. Maybe one day. Not today, unfortunately. Look at them. Oh. I prefer standard with the spots. Well, they're called rosettes because they're not really just spots. They're empty on the inside and a little bit light. But I did get the opportunity to feed another male jaguar here at night on a different occasion. This is a standard. Here we have a little jaguar and a little treat for him. There we go. What a beautiful specimen he is. How sick is that? I love jaguars so much. It's been insane to be able to come here and hand feed these cats. It's been a privilege to feed these chooks out. But I think we're done with all the big cats, and we're gonna end it with something that doesn't bite as hard. And here we have Clark, one of my favorite primates in the world, the black and white rough lemur. He is so cute, look how beautiful. When I think of exotic animals, I think of a few animals. I think of tigers, I think of elephants, but most of all, the black and white rough lemur. What do you like to fish? He's like, oh, look at all these fish. It's a crystal clear pond with all this beautiful stuff to look at. Clark is one of the many animals you can meet here at Zoological Wildlife Foundation. So if you guys want to book a tour and interact with a beautiful primate like this, you can come out here to Zoological Wildlife Foundation down in Miami in the Redlands. You want one more blueberry? One more blueberry, sir. My very critically endangered friend. All right, beautiful people, I'll see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe, and most of all, always feed your prosimians blueberries. Isn't he lovely?